I just realized as I sat down to record this video that I'm actually going to be overlaid on top of Cord, but sorry, man, it is what it is. We'll still get the news out, so it's still going to be a fun video. Uh, During the most recent stream on Lord of the Rings Online from the other day, I forget when this was published. Let's minimize real quick and take a look at when this was published. 2 days ago. So today is the 16th. This was published on the 14th of April. Lord of the Rings Online is finally, after what, 15 years, adding a whole slew of new character creation functionality and features, which means you're going to be able to customize your character in a whole lot of new ways. And he's got some really cool stuff. We're going to go through here and take a look at what they've all got coming in the pipeline, listen to him talk a little bit. I'll just shut my camera off when he's talking so that we can actually see him and hear him as he's talking and go through with this. I'm really excited for this. I don't know if he answers the question in the video because I've only skimmed through this. I'm assuming they're going to make these options available via the barbershop in game so that all of our old characters that we've had since the beginning of the game can go in and change the way they look. I actually have legacy hairstyles and beards on some of my original characters from Laurelin. I have two accounts. I have the account that I originally started playing the game with when it launched, and then I have a secondary account that I started years later, a few years later, because I wanted to play two different characters and box a little bit. And those legacy hairstyles you can't get anymore. So I've kept those characters, even though I never play those characters, I haven't played those characters in like 10 years, 11 years, 12 years, something like that. I still have kept those characters because they have those legacy hairstyles and I never want to get rid of them. So I'm really interested to see if this update is also going to be able to be done post character creation so you can actually do it at the barbershop in game. He maybe answers that here in the video. If someone does know the answer to that and just wants to drop that in the comments below, please do. But we're going to dive into the video here, let him talk a little bit, and so on and so forth. If you like this video, don't forget like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. If you want to support, drop a super thanks, super chat, memberships down below, Patreon page. We'll talk more at the end. Without further ado, let's get rid of my face and let him do the talking for a few minutes.
Well, hey, I think we're caught up. So let's do that. I went and just created some general characters here, and then I'll go into some of the specifics as well.
So I will talk a little bit over
And
this, by
just
the
take a
way.
look at some of the characters that I created last night on Bullroarer. We have a much wider variety of faces and body types and styles, hairs.
The hairstyles are the big thing, and then the wrinkles and all. We'll look at the sliders here in a few minutes.
And there, I saw Elda Lith actually put together a particularly good stream last night from Bullroarer. So if you really want to deep dive into the Avatar update, you can.
Which, by the way, I'm not doing for those of you watching. I don't have access to Bullroarer. I try very hard not to do anything on the public test servers for any MMORPG I play because I don't like to spoil things for myself that way. I like to wait until the content is actually live before I sink my teeth into things and actually playing around with it. I understand that it's a valuable tool for them. I just don't do it. But that video he mentions, I did watch it last night, like I skimmed it, and it is a really good video if you want more information on this update. But essentially, he's just showing off some of the new hairstyles and stuff like that. But the big thing for me is he gets into this one right over here. I'm going to skim forward a little bit. If we look at the character creation from one of my most recent streams, there are not nearly as many options as there are here. As a matter of fact, I'm actually, after this video, I'm going and creating a dwarven character to run through because long story short, we need to do a dwarf video for the dwarven starter area, and you'll be able to see the direct um, difference between this new character creation screen and the old one if you just watch this video, because this video will come out before the dwarf video does. Also, this video will come out before my burglar video. Also, I did a halfling burglar, a hobbit burglar, so that you'll be able to see me do the character creation for the hobbit burglar. There are so many more things here. So for first and foremost, look at how many hairstyles there are out. There are now 58 hairstyles, and I want to say that the current hairstyles are in the late 20s. I don't think there's. I think it's late 20s. I don't think there's more than 30 hairstyles in the game right now. I could be wrong on that, but it's one of those things. Actually, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna look at a video real quick. I apologize in advance if there's a little bit of an audio bleed through from me talking. I'm going to look through, and there are currently here. Maybe I can actually show this Because I have the video already uploaded on YouTube. Give me a second here, everybody. This is me doing things live, um, as opposed to all right, I
Right.
found the video. It took me a minute to work out. I had to get it up on the screen in the right way. And also, yeah, I'm overlaid on top of myself because this is from a YouTube video, which is coming out soon. So I created a Hobbit burglar, and since I have this open, you can actually see, like, for the Hobbit as an example, we've got these amount of head slots, 23 hairstyles for the Hobbits. Now, I don't know, exactly what it is, but you can see 23 head slots, 5 different types of eyebrows, eyes, mouth, and then details. But then we just go straight into eye color, skin color, and everything else. But then if we go into um, this video, you'll see that, oh my God, we have so many more options to choose from in terms of further fleshing out the character. Um, I think more than anything else, this is a great tool for the people who like to role play their characters and who really want to get the most out of it. A lot of people, when I create secondary characters that are just being done for content purposes, I often don't care so much about what the character looks like because it's very rare that I'm actually be taking screenshots of that character or anything long term of that character. So I'm mostly just there to capture the content of the game. And so we're only ever going to be looking at the character from behind, and I'm usually not too worried about the cosmetics of the character. But I have legacy characters that I've been playing since the game launched, or since a few years after, as in the case of, like, I mentioned the characters that I don't play anymore, but I have some, like my lore master has been around for 10, 11 years now. I very much care about his cosmetics and very much care about the way he looks. My main hunter, Renfail, my elven hunter, very much care what he looks like and his cosmetic gear and everything else. So I've never been 100% satisfied with his face and everything else. So knowing that I'm going to be able to come in and further flesh him out and add more details to that character is really, really cool. So this is an update that for me personally, I'm really looking forward to because it's a chance to go in and really define my character the way I want it to be. And I think it's a really cool update considering it's been 15 years since this game launched, and they have never updated the character creation process at all. They did update, with the new character avatars and everything else, which was a step in the right direction. But this is part of what they've been working on to sort of modernize the game and bring it forth a little bit more into the modern era to appeal to the new players. Because back when we did this, 15 years ago, no one really cared about character creation as much as they do today. These days, when you start looking at the plethora of games that are out there in the market, especially when we're talking about people who stream their characters, this was not a thing when the game launched. The streaming of characters and the association of being that avatar and so on and so forth. People really want to be able to define what their character is. Now, I do want to address one thing here because someone had the balls to come on, and it's in the comment section of this official, unless it's, I don't know, I haven't read it here, but somewhere in here, let's see if I can find it real quick, actually, because it blew my mind that someone actually had the gall to say this in here. Let's scroll down a little bit here. Um, uh, 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 uh. Oh, they did get rid of the thread. They did get rid of the comment. Because someone is actually asking why they deleted it. Someone's asking, can you please tell me why you're actually deleting the comments and threads talking about the character update? Here's why, and I fully appreciate why they moderated it, and I would have deleted it as well. Someone actually had the gall. I noticed this last night to come in the character, and they were accusing Standing Stones Games of making the game woke because they were allowing people to create the avatar that they wanted and the ability to create the character that they wanted. And I had to there are some people out there who are so tied into the culture war. They cannot handle any sort of update without accusing game developers, YouTube, whatever. They just everything they make it about some sort of woke culture agenda. This was they had made comments about being able to personalize your avatar and create the character that you've always wanted to create in Lord of the Rings Online, and giving you that ability to customize your character and have it be whatever you want it to be. There is nothing inherently woke about that. That's just customization of your character. Stop being idiots on the internet, everybody. I fully support the fact that they deleted those comments and they're moderating the threads accordingly, because those types of commentary have no place, because this is not what this is about. This is simply a 15-year-old MMORPG updating their character creation process and updating the character creation customization options so that people have a, where in any of this we have head, complexion, hairstyle, facial hair, eyes, eyebrows, mouth details, wrinkles, stubble, skin color, eye color. Where in any of that does it have anything to do with a culture war? It doesn't. So by trying to make it about that, some people are just, they've got something wrong up here and they just need to make everything about an agenda. This has nothing to do with that. This is just a character creation option that's a long time coming. I'm really happy to see this happening for Lord of the Rings Online, and I cannot wait to go in there and further flesh out what my characters look like. So, shout out to Court of the Rings and everybody from the Lord of the Rings Online team, Standing Stones Games. You've got my support. Thank you so much for this update. I can't wait to sink my teeth into this. In the meantime, those of you who are following along on my channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update as we continue to cover all things related to Lord of the Rings Online, Star Wars: Age of Republic, and all the other games that we play, tabletop games, so on and so forth, books, shows, TV, film reviews. We do all those things. Also, as always, if you can support, please do super chats on live streams and premieres, super thanks on uploads and shorts, memberships here on the channel. There's 3 different tiers below, and of course the Patreon page if you want to go above and beyond. Until then, everybody, stay safe, happy gaming. Hopefully, we'll see you in Middle Earth alongside the rest of us.